Hi, I'm Ron Elving, and thanks for coming to my office hours. Last time we were together, we were talking about the filibuster, kind of a tough subject. And in recent years, with the rise of cable TV and certainly with C-SPAN, we've all gotten a lot more accustomed to watching Congress in action. And let's face it, this filibuster looks bad. It's one person or two people talking and talking and talking for an extended period of time, maybe days, and it looks like they're a little self-serving, and it looks like they're really holding up the whole process, which, in fact, is the whole point. So a few years ago, in 2013, the Democrats, when they were in the majority, so frustrated at the inability to get any of President Obama's appointments confirmed, changed the rules so that nominations could be approved with a simple majority. No more filibusters on nominations, but left it in place, kept the filibuster for Supreme Court nominations, just the Supreme Court. That then held for a few years until this guy got elected president and nominated this guy to be his Supreme Court nominee, and knew he could not get 60 votes for Neil Gorsuch. Well, as a result, the new majority leader, a Republican, Mitch McConnell, who had been in that job for a couple of years, said, "We are going to approve Neil Gorsuch, come hell or high water, and change the rules so that even a Supreme Court nomination would be approvable with just a simple majority. No more filibusters." So even though he had won, Donald Trump was frustrated at the idea that the rules had to be changed, and was looking forward to some other things coming down the road, and went on Twitter and said, either we've got to get 60 senators who are Republicans and loyal to me, or I have to get a change in the rules so that things can be approved with just 51%. He liked that better, thought maybe it was time for the filibuster to die. But don't hold your breath, because Mitch McConnell, who accommodated the president with respect to the Neil Gorsuch nomination and changed the rules on that one, immediately said, no, Mr. President, on legislation we need to have the filibuster.
And immediately a letter was written by the Senate with more than 60% of the senators signing on that supported Mitch McConnell and said essentially no to President Trump.
That may be the last word, one would assume. On the other hand, President Trump has proven to be quite adept at using pressure on the House of Representatives and so far on the Senate with respect to a number of other issues. It may be difficult for the Senate to continue to say no to the president regarding the rules and the filibuster if a filibuster holds up the health bill, the president's tax reform, the president's wall with Mexico, or any of a number of other issues where the Democrats have plenty of votes to prevail if they can filibuster, and if the Republicans can't get enough Democrats to join them to get 60 votes, invoke cloture, and end that filibuster. This could be the deciding factor in whether the Trump agenda gets enacted or dies in the Senate. I'm Ron Elving. Thank you for coming to my office hours.